back on the Morning Brew with Friends, and this is Ski. He is a master composter. How does one become a master composter? That sounds awesome.
There's an educational program that's administrated through the Bernalillo County Extension Service.
Oh yeah.
And they offer workshops that last about 2 or 4 days, depending on what time of the year it is. Mm-hmm. And they present, technical information through speakers. We do tours to go out in the field and see where composting is happening. Yeah.
So how did you get involved in it? Why like, it's not an everyday class I think that most people are interested in.
It's a good point. It was just circumstance, really. It was very fortunate circumstance. I discovered Soilutions, which is a local commercial composting facility, when I first came to Albuquerque about 8 years ago. I knew I wanted to work with the soil, even though I was transplanting myself to a large urban area. And so,
were you from a farming background?
Yeah, I moved here from Vermont.
Okay.
And
the soil's entirely different, and the climate's entirely different.
Yeah,
and
180 degrees, right?
Right. You show up in a desert where it's dry and it's clay, and
which a lot of people who are from New Mexico bemoan the clay and the sand. And what my 8 years of working with compost has taught me is that those are essential elements. We don't need to be embarrassed that we have a lot of clay and a lot of sand. What we need to do is recover our organic material,
of course,
compost it, and when we add it back into the clay and the sand, then we have vitality.
And a real good, healthy soil.
Sure. And
so you guys at Knowaste built this awesome thing, and it's got handles on it and wheels on it, so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you take it places.
Public events. We do zero waste public events. It's like a large project management endeavor, and our goal was to replace this,
the garbage can here,
right, which everybody's familiar with, and where everything goes in together and essentially becomes a liability for the community.
Right.
We want to redefine that process, and the best way we thought we could do it was to draw the public into participation at public events. Was a logical place to start.
Right. And
we just started literally with folding card tables and bus tubs to get source separation introduced to the public, and it just keeps growing and growing. People really respond to this thing.
How is this different from what the city does? Because I know that, like at my house, for example, I've got the black thing that the truck picks up, and I got the green thing the truck picks up, and I put all the stuff that can be recycled in the green thing, and then that goes off somewhere. How is this different from what the city does?
This is actually the same.
Oh,
We're
okay.
trying to dovetail our education and outreach program into the local infrastructure, and so the only real difference is we're collecting material usually in a live public setting. Whereas
like at a park, at a festival, at Civic Plaza or something.
Absolutely. We figure you get a lot of eyeballs on the process,
right,
and you can really raise awareness quickly that way.
Because I often forget, I'm that guy, I think a lot of us are too. You eat an apple, you toss the core away, and you're like, oh, I should have put that in the recycling bin.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because we try to remind people that anticipating recycling is important, because like you said, we all lead busy lives, and if we're ready to dispose of a material and all we have is a trash can, then that's what we're going to use.
But if you could give me some options.
Right.
So where are you guys going to be bringing the no waste, what do you call this, the no waste?
The Resource Recovery Station.
Okay.
We call it the RRS. The next time it'll be out in public, we'll be on campus at the University of New Mexico, Thursday, April 21st.
Cool.
10:30 to 2:30. We'll be doing live zero waste public event.
So where do you take the stuff? So like this is broken glass and styrofoam and gift wrap. Like, do you guys sort this by hand yourselves and then take it somewhere?
See, sorting is how we get the value back out of the waste stream. And typically now we commingle and then take it somewhere and resort it. What we're trying to do is get the material sorted to the highest degree possible right up front.
At the very beginning.
Absolutely.
And then you have all the glass and you have all the aluminum and everything.
What we find is when we do this, 60% of everything that we collect ends up in this one right here.
In the compost.
We only end up with 7% here.
Wow. 7% other, and the rest of it is
The rest of it is
easily
various
recyclable.
proportions of recyclable.
Very cool. And then this is a business model for you guys.
It is.
And you are a startup.
We are.
So what's the next step?
We're a Knowaste LLC limited liability corporation. We're on file with the state, the Secretary of State here in New Mexico. We're very proud of the fact that we're here in New Mexico. And our goal is we're available to any organization or any facility or any resident who wants to incorporate source separation into their lives.
Well, great. We'll see you on campus on April 7th?
21st, I think it is.
21st.
Thursday the 21st.
And we're back in a couple of seconds of Morning Brew, and I want you to talk to our farmers who were here a second ago about soil health.
Great guys, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Back in just a couple of seconds of Morning Brew with friends.
Right on.